Welcome to Dynasty Football Picks Week 3 with myself, Joel, who went 10-6 last week, Chris, who went 9-7, Alex over here, who went 10-6, and replacing Phil, who went 12-4 last week. We have Eduardo, aka Eddie, and
how you doing, people?
Yeah, tomorrow. And yeah, first we're gonna keep the same format as last week. We're only going to talk about a few games, but I'm gonna give you our picks for just a few for the rest of them. Starting with San Francisco, Cincinnati. We got all of us picked San Francisco in that game. Go figure. New England at Buffalo. Everybody picked New England, obviously. And yeah, we're going to talk about Houston and New Orleans.
Houston and New Orleans.
Alex.
I picked Houston on this one. New Orleans, I got much respect for New Orleans. You know, Drew Brees is an amazing quarterback. I just feel like, you know, Houston's going to come from behind and just sneak up and take this one. I don't know why, but that's how I feel.
You know, well, Houston and New Orleans, yeah, I agree with Baltimore right here. You know, New Orleans is a great team, but, you know, Houston's performance, regardless of the record, has been actually pretty decent, and I really think that New Orleans might underestimate the Texans. So, yeah.
That's very fascinating. I'm gonna have to be the first one to go with the Saints on this one. I think the Saints are trying to do something this season where they're proving that they are a Super Bowl contender. I think the Houston Texans are a good team that's going to give them some competition, but New Orleans league started rolling now. Unfortunately, some teams are already starting to make their statement. They haven't been able to do it. They came out with a victory, I believe, last week, but it wasn't impressive. So this is the week they're going to try to make that impressive victory, even though it will be a close game. It won't be a blowout, but they'll defeat the Houston Texans on Sunday.
I'm also going with New Orleans. I think Houston is very overrated. They have looked good in the first two games, but they've been against terrible teams. Teams with a lot of injuries. Terrible teams. And
Indianapolis, man. I don't care. Peyton Manning, you know, is
or
out.
no Peyton Manning.
But
there's no reason why one team should fall to the gutter just because a quarterback, regardless of which team it is, they should not rely on just one quarterback. They should be able to.
Note that I said horrible teams and not great team without their starting quarterback. I said horrible team, Indianapolis, who got their ass kicked by, who was that last?
Cleveland.
By Cleveland.
And we go once back again to the thing that the reason they are losing is because Peyton Manning is out. If Peyton Manning was in,
Did you just not say that
Peyton Manning
should not make the team or something like that?
Yeah.
No, I did not just say that.
I could have sworn you said that. Of course, we might have to rewind. You know, I could be wrong.
That's what he said.
But the bottom line is, he's right. They're two horrible teams. Indianapolis is a horrible team right now. Will they get it together with or without Peyton Manning? We don't know. We'll see you down the line. But
Peyton Manning is not.
They're horrible teams. You know, but we digress.
Yeah, New Orleans. They're gonna kick their ass. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I take that back. It's New Orleans, Houston, everyone.
That one, sir.
I think New Orleans, as 4-point favorites at home, will win outright by at least a touchdown. And yeah, we're gonna move past this one because it's pretty clear New Orleans is gonna win. Next, we have Miami at Cleveland. Looks like all of us picked Miami. Denver at Tennessee. Wow. Myself, Alex, and Eduardo picked Tennessee, and Chris and Phil picked Denver. I don't know why, but sure.
We're not allowed to discuss why, but I just think Denver Broncos have played a very good games lately, and they'll beat Miami, who has been lackadaisical when they're playing.
They'll beat I think you meant Tennessee.
I don't see Denver being a weak link. It's going to be a real close game. I'm actually interested in seeing that game.
I agree. I think it'll be a close game, but
Should be
I don't want to watch it just because it's going to be a good game. But anyway, moving on. Wow, probably the game of the week: New York Giants in Philadelphia. Alex, explain your decision.
I picked the Giants. It was a tough decision, but I had to go with the Giants because Michael Vick's not playing. What's his name? The backup quarterback?
Kafka.
No, the other dude.
Vince
Young is not playing, and what's his name?
Kafka.
Kafka. He did good. He was playing good under pressure, but I don't see him pulling off the victory on this one. Not without Michael Vick.
I don't see that either. Regardless, you know, the Giants, I think Eli is trying to get accustomed to his new wideouts and the changes on his offense and everything. Philly, it's a great team, has always been a great team, but again, the problem that they rely on the quarterbacks too much, and considering that their second string quarterback, Vince Young, is also going to be out, I don't see Philly going anywhere near beating the Giants.
You just said the Philadelphia Eagles rely on their quarterback too much. You just said the Philadelphia Eagles rely on their quarterback too much. Does the name's AJ Feely mean anything to you? Does the name Kevin Cobb mean anything to you? Michael Vick was a backup quarterback. We do quite well with our starter quarterback out. Okay. The bottom line is, if you watch that game,
Did you just hear the
maybe you didn't see it. I don't know. Maybe you didn't see it for the pizza. The bottom line is, if you were watching the game, you would see that the Philadelphia Eagles were decimating the Atlanta Falcons. Michael Vick got injured,
and they lost.
Philadelphia lost. Okay. Yes, that is because the quarterback was gone. However, Andy Reid was. This is where he was unprepared because he did not have a backup plan, meaning he did not have their offense ready for some offense without a Michael Vick. Now he has a week to prepare for it. Andy Reid's one of the best coaches in the league. He's been in this situation multiple times. The New York Giants, I'm sorry, still are not that big a threat. Eli Manning is not the greatest quarterback in the world. Their defense is surely not showing anything, and that's why the Philadelphia Eagles will go on top of the New York Giants. Can they consistently do what Michael Vick and Vince Young? I can't speak on that. Kafka did well, but I have to see him play a little bit more. But I think he can get him over the hump of the New York Giants, who they defeated like 8 times in a row.
I cannot disagree with anything Chris
Excuse
said.
me, one more thing. We're without Vic. Vic just started quarterback last year. Cowboy fan. All right, go ahead.
Honestly, I cannot disagree with anything that Chris said, but I'm going to have to go with the Giants for no particular reason. This is my bizarre pick of the week, and whatever.
I'm sure you've had plenty of those.
Yeah, Phil picked Philadelphia, by the way.
Well, Phil was the only person that seems to have some kind of class and intelligence in this one.
And you see that he's not here.
I told him my bizarre pick of the week.
You
I have no reason to pick the Giants.
because you're a hater, you Redskins fan.
I'm not a Philadelphia hater.
I hope y'all lose. I swear, I hope y'all lose. Y'all barely beat the Cardinals last week.
You're about to make me a hater right now.
You are a hater. You are a hater. I hope. Hey, I can't stand out. I hope they kick y'all ass. And that's the first time.
Wow. Just like I said, I don't hate the Redskins. I don't hate the Eagles. I hate their fans. Their fans just,
Well, that's exactly what.
That's how I feel. I mean,
well, we'll get to this later, because
it's not all.
We'll definitely get to this.
It's just those random ones, like people named with Chris or Joe.
Yeah. Hold your comments for like 10 minutes from now. All right, Detroit at Minnesota. Looks like myself, Chris, and Eddie picked Minnesota. Alex and Phil picked Detroit. Jacksonville at Carolina. Alex is the odd man out. No, Eddie as well picked Jacksonville, which is crazy to me, but whatever. And we'll move on to New York Jets at Oakland.
Jets in Oakland. Jets, Jets. Just because Oakland hasn't proven anything to me. I'm going with the Jets on this one.
There's not much I can say either. I mean, Sanchez is a real great quarterback, even though he's just starting off. But Oakland.
Do you know quarterbacks at all? Mark Sanchez is one of the most overrated quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah, but he's done great. Alright.
Yeah, some games. And so is Eli Manning.
He's actually gone up against Indianapolis with Peyton Manning in there and actually did something. Okay.
Well, anyway, let me move on. This is going to be a very good game.
I'm sorry. The best quarterback in the league.
Is who?
Jason Campbell?
What?
What are we talking about?
I'm sorry.
The best quarterback in the league. Best quarterback in the league right now.
second.
Who's the best quarterback in the league right now?
It would be right now. Right now would be Tom Brady.
No. Statistic-wise, yes, it's Tom Brady. My opinion is number 7.
Michael Vick.
Ben Roethlisberger. But anyway, the bottom line is, you got 2 teams this week. It's going to make a very good game between the New York Jets and the Oakland Raiders. If you look at it on a piece of paper, you might say New York Jets should just take this over. But I really think Oakland's going to be on competition. My pick is going to be Oakland. Oakland had a very good game last week. In my opinion, won the game of the week. Closely followed by the Jets, I believe, who they played. I can't remember who they play right now. And, of course, Philly and Atlanta had a great game last week. And so did Pittsburgh and Seattle, which was a very, very impressive game that I quite thoroughly enjoyed. But I'm going to have to go with the Oakland Raiders to pull this one off. I think they made some mistakes last week when they lost to Buffalo that they're not going to make this week. They're going to try to fix that, and they're going to be able to beat New York Jets who's going to underestimate them.
I mean, even though against Buffalo you make mistakes and you still lose, and then you expect to go against the Jets and then actually win. Nah, you can't.
I think Buffalo has the capabilities to beat New York Jets also.
I go with the Jets, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't think the New York Jets are as good a team as they were last year.
I can say that they don't have the bug like they did last week.
I have to disagree with that one.
But
I don't see it.
I think
they're still a very competitive team, and they're very underrated.
I think the Jets are picking up where they left off last season.
Winning, I don't want to say by luck, because luck doesn't really exist, but winning pretty much just by the string of their hair.
Winning is winning.
Yeah,
No matter how you win, you still got that W.
Jets to be lucky to make the playoffs this season.
Well, it just has to lose sometimes. They're not going to go 16-0, and this is just going to happen to be one of their losses this
I
week
agree with that.
against Oakland. Jason Campbell is not going to have a great game like he had last week, but he'll still find a way to win. Just because
he's a pretty decent
He's
quarterback.
Yeah, he's a decent quarterback.
He's very well respected.
I will admit that he should be a better quarterback than Rex Grossman is for the Redskins right now, and he should be on Oakland. But this is the team that we have today, and Oakland is. I mean, Jason Campbell is now on Oakland, and he will pull out the victory this week against the Jets. I just called it.
Humility from a Redskins fan.
What is that, rare?
Doesn't happen too often.
I strongly disagree.
Whatever.
If I see Cowboys fans, I don't say a word. I guarantee you. I keep my mouth shut. I don't say a single
You
word.
need to keep your mouth shut against the Eagles fan.
Huh?
We crush y'all.
Let's proceed.
I don't talk shit about. I don't talk shit.
Make
against
sure
you.
you don't.
Let's proceed.
And don't pick against us, Giants. Get the hell out of here. Go ahead.
Come on.
Tomorrow.
What was I? Kansas City at San Diego. Everybody picked San Diego. San Diego 15-point favorites. That's a joke.
Kansas City sucks.
Baltimore at
Kansas City
St. Louis.
disappointed.
Everybody picked Baltimore. Easy.
Not
Next.
necessarily. I picked Baltimore. I don't think it'll be easy.
Well, we'll see.
St. Louis.
It's not
Green Bay, Chicago. Interesting matchup. Chicago at home.
Green Bay, Chicago. Pick Green Bay, Super Bowl champions. I mean, they haven't lost any yet. I don't see Chicago giving them their first L. I think it's going to be a very good game. I think this will be the game of the week next week. I think this is going to be a great game. But I think Green Bay is just going to pull it off.
Well, you got a point that Green Bay is the current champions, and they got a statement to make. You know, I think that Green Bay is definitely going to take it. I really haven't seen Chicago play, but I know that Chicago is not an easy team to go through regardless. Very physical team, very strong team. But once again, Green Bay is definitely going to take it. They're not going to take the first L from Chicago.
I have to agree with you on some points there. I think Chicago's a very physical team. They're a very tough team. Much to the point I said with the Jets earlier, I don't think they're as good as they were last year. However, I do see them pulling this one off. I think they are just going to go out there and they're just going to fight. I think it's going to be one ugly game. I think you're going to see a lot of fights out there. I think you're going to see a lot of mudslinging out there. But I think Chicago's going to pull this one off because they are going to try and once again make that statement. A lot of teams this week, because teams have already made a statement for week 1 and 2. A lot of teams this week have to make a statement. And they're going to try to do this with the Green Bay Packers. And this is going to be a close game. It might actually be one they come back on, but well, no, actually, in order for them to be Green Bay, they're going to have to score immediately and keep the lead. But it's going to be it's not going to be a high-scoring game. It's going to be a fight. But I got Chicago beating Green Bay.
I agree with Chris. It just will be a statement game, but it will be a statement game for the Green Bay. I think Green Bay will make a statement.
The Green Bay.
I think they're going to win by at least 4 touchdowns. What's his name?
They're going to win by 4 touchdowns?
Yeah.
They're going to win by at least 28 points.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, I'm sorry.
28 points.
28 points on the road. Jay Cutler will be sacked at least 4 times. And I see Chris Matthews getting at least one of them.
Jay Cutler's not
You know
that
what?
easy of
You have to-
a quarterback to get to.
You and the viewers have to forgive me. I just got off the plane from Las Vegas, but it seems like I still am around all these shows because you just made this bold prediction about 28 points. Jay Cutler getting sacked 4 times. The temperature is going to be 72 degrees. It's going to be 67,920. I mean, my goodness gracious. What possessed you to think that the Chicago Bears are just going to fold up and lay on their backs and try to put the Green Bay Packers in the chokehold, only get slammed in the head of the TV to lose by 28 points? What is your reasoning behind this?
I just explained it. Green Bay is going to make a statement. A lot of people have been trashing, dogging for good reason their pass defense, which has been bad this so far this season. But I think they're going to. They're sick of people talking trash about them. The pass defense. I think they're going to shore it up. The defense as a whole, and they're just going to be all over Jay Cutler.
Well, here's a problem. If you pay attention, Chicago last week they were all over Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler actually they showed on the TV Jay Cutler sitting away from his team because he was so mad that they constantly got to him. Okay, he got sacked 3 times in a row. So you actually might have a point there. I completely forgot about that. But he was very upset.
Wasn't Jay Cutler one of the most sacked quarterbacks last year?
Yeah, their offensive line was worse than Washington Redskins 2009. And I'm trying to remember who they played. They played New Orleans, which is a tough defense, and Green Bay's going to be tough too. So that actually might be a good point. I didn't think about that. I might want to change my picks, but I'm still going to go with Chicago.
Yeah.
But I'm not as confident as I was.
I think Chicago,
I could say if Chicago can keep Green Bay's linebackers and everybody off of Jay Cutler, I think Jay Cutler would make a very impressive game. But I still don't see Green Bay losing to.
If Chicago can get a 10-point lead,
I just can't see it.
If Chicago can get a 10-point lead, they'll win this game.
I call week 1 Chicago. I call week 1 Chicago upset pick of the week. I called it correct. Chicago over Atlanta upset pick of the week, and they already had their upset pick.
Chicago over Atlanta, week 1.
Yeah.
What was week 2's upset?
We'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
I
mean, you act like it was a trend, like it was a guarantee, like you just cash it at the bank.
Yeah, what I'm just saying, they already had the upset pick. And
Yeah.
They already got it.
Redskins fans.
But yeah, we'll get to that one in a minute. Where was I?
Second to that.
No.
You said with Phil pick?
Oh yeah, Phil picked Green Bay. Now I'm gonna get to his at the end because I think I missed one of his earlier or two. Atlanta at Tampa Bay. I picked Tampa Bay. I was the only one. Everybody else picked Atlanta. Tampa Bay is at home. It's 1-point favorite, so that's why I picked them. Arizona at Seattle. Everyone picked Arizona. Not a surprise there. Pittsburgh at Indianapolis. Everyone picked Pittsburgh except
for me,
Eddie, which is very odd.
Yeah.
I wish we would talk about this game to figure out why he did that. But
I wish we would talk about this game too, because I want to know why you picked against the Pittsburgh Steelers. With the Indianapolis Colts of all teams.
the defense for Pittsburgh is not as heavy and not as strong as it used to be.
You know they held a team to 0 points last week?
Okay, that means what to the people of China?
It means their defense is damn good.
Oh, did you ask Kuai Ling back there or something?
And you know who they beat? They beat the Seattle Seahawks. You know what Seattle and Indianapolis have in common? You know what they have in common? They both suck. That's what they have in common. But all right, we'll see.
Yeah, Indianapolis lost to Cleveland at home, so
let's not get
bad,
hold on. Let's not get caught up because Cleveland can be a very good team if they work together.
I agree.
Anybody can be a very good team.
But Cleveland is not. It's nowhere near in the class of the Pittsburgh Steelers, especially.
Doesn't matter. I still
You know what?
see Indianapolis
You, my friend,
going
deserve
over.
like $5 for that comment because that was the greatest comment I've ever heard you when we started shooting these segments, and I'm pretty sure everybody's liking this video. That's what you said. Excuse me, sir. I don't know what video you think you're in, but Dynasty football picks, we don't talk about scrotums.
Yeah, we're gonna move on. If your defense is that Pittsburgh defense is not as good, then or at least as good as Cleveland, which beat Indianapolis last week, then we might as well just move on. Washington at Dallas. Dallas, the line is even at home. So, Alex, who you got?
Oh man, you know it was a tough one for me. I gotta say, it was the first time I had a hard time picking between Dallas and the Redskins. When these two teams face each other, I mean, they could be the worst teams in the NFL at a time, but when these two teams face each other, it's like an intense game, you know. I'm going with Dallas on this one because they're at home. Tony Romo is not going to let Rex Grossman, you know, beat him at home, so I got to go with Dallas on this one.
I went with Dallas. Not just because I'm a Dallas fan. I was contemplating on picking Washington Redskins.
Supposed to be,
but the thing about it is the fact that Dallas was actually able to make a comeback last week. The way they did shows great potential to winning this week. And the fact that the Redskins suck. Okay, they threw 2 picks and they fumbled the ball numerous of times. I just don't see them surviving against the Dallas defense. The Dallas defense, I mean, it's hurting right now, yeah, but DeMarcus Ware is going to eat.
Well, hopefully it's a buffet. Okay. This is going to take a lot for me to say because I really can't stand either team. And everybody remembers the first video. Hopefully you saw it. If not, you know, look at the old videos. I said Washington's going to be 0-6. Right now they're 2-0. They're a much better team than I gave them credit for. My goodness, I can't stand saying that. But they're a much better team than I gave them credit for. For me to sit here and say they suck would be that I just really have not paid attention to football the last 2 weeks. You know, they did a great job in the first week. The second week they did a comeback. I think they should have lost. I think they probably would have lost if it wasn't for a few little things in there. And I picked Dallas initially, but I'm actually going to have to change that, and I'm going to have to say I want to go with Washington. I think Washington, because Dallas right now is a little too banged up from Tony Romo on down. I think Dallas was a healthy team. They have all the capabilities in the world, and I would have picked Dallas to beat Washington. I really would have, because I really think these two teams are going to split. I think Dallas is going to win at home, and Washington's going to win at home. Before Dallas got as injured as they are.
So now you're saying
I'm going to have to go Washington.
Washington.
I'm rooting for Dallas. Well, I think Washington's going to beat y'all twice.
Oh, okay.
I'm rooting for Dallas. Only time in history unless they're playing New England, because I'll pick any team against New England. I'm rooting for Dallas, but I have a feeling Washington's going to win. As a person who's not a Philly fan, because this is completely unbiased, I'm going to sit here and say that if I were a Philly fan, I would hope Dallas would win because right now, because we actually made a mistake against the Atlanta Falcons, we need Washington to lose one. But luckily, I'm an unbiased person. So I definitely have to say Washington's probably going to win this one. Go Dallas.
I'm very surprised that Chris actually came to a senses and pitched Washington despite his great deal of hateism. Despite this great deal of hateism, which I do not hate Philly, I just don't have them winning this game. I hate the Giants. Hate the Giants way more. Actually, I think I may hate the Giants more than I hate Dallas. I actually hate Dallas fans more than I hate the Dallas Cowboys themselves. Oh yeah, I also hate the media attention towards Dallas coming from ESPN, which hates the Redskins. But I'm gonna get back on topic. Obviously, I have to watch the Redskins. Winning at.
Can't stand the Patriots.
I would say that Dallas against anybody else.
Don't like the Ravens.
They like the Dallas.
Oh, wait a
Cowboys.
minute. Come on. No, let's
But
not
back
take
on
that.
topic. Back on topic. I got the Redskins
Baltimore's
on the
a great
road.
team.
Felix Jones, 69 yards on 26 carries, 2 point. What is it? I think a 2.6 yard per carry average.
He got a little injury last
Disgusting.
week too.
He's injured anyway. Tassar Choice, he's not playing for a reason.
Oh, Felix Jones,
Tony Romo
Tony Romo
just came from a rib injury. He played well. I'll give him that, but he is injured.
He played with a rib injury.
Yeah, he played with the rib injury, which
Fractured
is
ribs.
retarded. And
He just wanted to win the game.
yeah, he wanted to win the game, but
Exactly.
yeah, but it will affect him this week. And
I mean, as long as they're smart about it and don't put him in for the whole team. I mean, John Kitna is a good enough quarterback to the point where they can trust him with, I say, about 2 to 3 of the quarters of the game.
I want to see McGee play. That's
McGee?
who I want to see play. I want to
I'm
see
sorry.
him. So, you know, why is that funny?
Who?
McGee,
Who the hell is he?
third string.
for that.
So yeah, so the game basically, I don't know if you saw his biggest game.
I mean, it doesn't matter because y'all have a third string quarterback as a starter.
Wow.
the-
Wow, third string quarterback who led the team to the Super Bowl, by the way.
How long ago was that?
06.
Oh, okay.
He led them to the Super Bowl.
When
When was the last time Michael Vick led a team to a Super Bowl? Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I never said Michael Vick was a great quarterback. I never said that.
Oh, that's right. You said the other number 7.
Ben Roethlisberger. When's the last time he led a team to the Super Bowl? Well, last year. Thank you very much. 2 rings already, buddy. Almost had the 3rd. We'll have a 4th this week.
I
this year.
would blame it more on the Pittsburgh defense, but
Oh, you're with him? It's not the same defense as it used to be? Is that what you're
It's
saying?
not.
no, I would say they made the Super Bowl because of how great their defense is more than because of the offense.
Okay, well, let's see.
I think
Let's see
that's
Rex
the
Grossman lead the Washington Redskins Super Bowl.
But
Hey, let's see him lead them to the playoffs. Let's try something new.
who?
Rex Grossman, quarterback for the Washington Redskins.
We'll see. I mean, we're getting about 13, 14 weeks ahead.
You know, we
so
spend more time talking about the Washington Redskins than any team.
I think it's more because of you all's hatism and bringing them up. I think I'm ready.
You know why? Because Washington Redskins fans, first of all, just like the city of Washington, you don't have proper education. That's why we come up with words like hatism. Alright? Never heard this word in my life. You Redskin fans. Yeah, you Cowboy fans are much better. Look at you.
So you heard a hateration from what is it? The barbershop. Hateration from Hollywood.
Ain't no hateration, no holleration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. So my final pick is Washington, and getting back on Phil's pick, just in case I didn't get to him, he also had Washington over Dallas, Green Bay over Chicago, the Jets over Oakland, the Philadelphia over the Giants, and New Orleans over Houston. So, anything? Any notes?
I really think you should pay attention to the Pittsburgh Steelers game and the Indianapolis Colts game. I think that's going to be like the game of the week. You're going to see exactly why Pittsburgh Steelers are probably, and once again, I'm not even a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, you know, because I'm unbiased. But you're going to see why the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to the Super Bowl and winning the Super Bowl this year.
Well, I don't think Ben is really that great of a quarterback to take him.
So you don't think Ben Roethlisberger is better than Tony Romo?
Negative.
Wow.
Tony Romo hasn't raped nobody.
When he raped somebody, he wins Super Bowls.
Apparently, they give it to him or something. And he got his ass beat last season in the Super Bowl, so that's not a problem. By Green Bay.
It was a close game, buddy.
I really think that, if anything, Pittsburgh is going to get knocked out of the chances to go into the Super Bowl by Green Bay.
That's going to be tough. I can't wait to see that game. What do you think it's going to be, the AFC divisional playoffs? That the Pittsburgh Steelers and Green Bay Packers going to play?
I don't know,
No,
but
okay.
I'm just saying.
Maybe they'll play each other at AFC Championship.
All right, you got anything, Alex?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
All right, final note. I said I promised that I would get to my upset pick of the week last week, San Diego over New England, which I was dead wrong. But I'm going to bounce back this week with Minnesota over
My
Detroit.
upset pick, and I was the only one that picked. Who was it? Atlanta over Philly.
Yeah, now it's your upset pick of the week.
Yeah,
He did say it was an upset pick of the week.
Oh, he did say
Yeah,
it?
he got lucky. You know,
I'll give you that.
You know, Michael Vick decided, to get injured, and
He
so he lost.
decided to get injured.
Yeah, he cracked his neck on somebody, and I was fine.
I'm sorry. I mean,
I was like, hey, Vince Young coming in. Then they said Vince Young inactive. I don't get that.
Vince
man.
Young's
I was watching Atlanta versus Philly, and as soon as I saw Vic get hurt, I just went to sleep because I knew they were gonna lose. It's just as simple as that.
Yeah, we're going to wrap this one up. I'm going to finish it off by saying that I guarantee at least 14 victories this week. I kind of screwed up with the 10-6 in the first 2 weeks, but I'm going to get 14 this week. So we'll see you all next week.
I'm going 16-0.
False.
One day.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Have a great evening.
Good night. If you're watching it at nighttime.